Hey guys, welcome back to So Back Sports, and I'm so back with another video, and I'm going to be going over the 53-man roster that was finalized yesterday by the Chicago Bears and even the rest of the NFL as well. But specifically, I'm going to go over doing a deep dive into what the cuts were and what the final team is. But before we get into today's video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really means a lot to the channel, and it really helps me create content like this for you guys. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers at some point, so please let's get to that point, and by subscribing. And yeah, also if you have the time, follow me on Twitter, and you can interact with me. You can see what I post, and on with the video. So the initial 53-man roster has been officially set yesterday, and I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but as of what it looks like, it's been pretty interesting, to say the least, because you not only have two quarterbacks, because typically in a roster you would have like a third quarterback or a fourth quarterback, in some instances, a cough, the Cleveland Browns. But in this case, the Chicago Bears have opted to take Caleb Williams, which is obvious, and Tyson Bagent, which pretty obvious too. But I was really surprised that Austin Reed or Brett Rippon did not take up that QB3 spot, which means that Ryan Poles definitely prioritized other positions. Do you want to check that out? Let's go forward. So, running back wise, it's going to be pretty interesting. The one key thing I think is kind of a little bit all right, I would say, or kind of not really what I'm a huge fan of, is Travis Homer. I feel like a lot of the opportunities that the other running backs got, I don't think Homer was it, to be fair. But he's not bad by any means. But I think that the opportunities were available for who I'm going to be mentioning in the practice squad. And so you see DeAndre Swift, Khalil Herbert at the 2, Roshan Johnson running back 3, and Travis Homer is running back 4. And then for wide receivers, you have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, Tyler Scott, DeAndre Carter, and Velus Jones Jr. Well, Velus Jones Jr. is pretty interesting because you are seeing him in Hard Knocks and even in practice and even during the games where he's been prioritized as the running back. And they've been switching him from running back to wide receiver back and forth to see what he fits well. And I think it's just Ryan Poles really trying to rectify or try to double down on his pick back when he first was GM. And that's just what it looks like to me. And he's just not giving up on Velus, which is fair. But at this point, we'll have to see during the season. So, yeah, he made the cut. And there were a lot of things about how he could have missed it. So, on to the offensive line. Donna Wright, Braxton Jones, Tevin Jenkins, Ryan Bates, Nate Davis somehow. Yeah, I'm still pretty annoyed about Nate Davis and his availability. Bill Murray, Coleman Shelton, Doug Kramer Jr., Matt Pryor, and Karan Amagaje. Finally got his name. Thank God. So, offensive line, I have not really no problems necessarily. And it just Nate Davis needs to be. It's just annoying at the end of the day as a Bears fan because it's like you see how much time he's missed, and he's just never healthy. Anyways, yeah. Overall offensive line wise, I'm pretty happy about. Nothing really too crazy that they've done in terms of cuts. So, and then tight ends, pretty straightforward. I was surprised that Bates, forgot his first name, did not make the tight end 4, but I don't think we need 4 tight ends. But yeah, Gerald Everett, Cole Kmet, Mercedes Lewis, pretty solid tight end room. Defensive line is where we're going to be talking about. Daniel Hardy, congratulations, my guy. You've made the rough defensive line because you were a baller, and I really liked him. The only issue is that Dominique Robinson, it's another one of like a Velus Jones project that Ryan Poles has got, and he's trying to make work. Kind of surprised that he made the roster. I feel like there were a lot of people that could have made it over him. But yeah, anyways, we move on. Austin Booker, obviously really good. Montez Sweat, DeMarcus Walker, Billings, Darrell Taylor, very much welcome. Was a stud. Chris Williams, stud. Zach Pickens, all right. And then linebackers, Tremaine, TJ Edwards, Zach Sambors, Noah Sewell, and Amen Obang Ogamiga or something like that. And yeah, excuse me. Ogbon Gamiga. Okay, I think I pronounced his name right. Anyways, defensive backs, Jalen Johnson, obviously Jaquan Brisker, Kevin Byard the third, Tyreek Stevenson, Kyler Gordon, Jonathan Owens, Elijah Hicks, Jalen Jones, Terrell Smith, and Josh Blackwell. Blackwell was a stud, played really well, had crucial interceptions, and even a pick six. I'm pretty sure if I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, he did really well. I loved what he did, and I think this is a pretty solid defensive back room. Another thing about Noah Sewell, I mean, I think I would prefer. I'll go more in depth when we get to the practice squad. And then special teams finishes off Cairo Santos, Torrey Taylor, Patrick Scales. Scales is injured right now, so we're trying to scramble to find someone to replace him right now for the meantime. And fullbacks, Kari Ballison game, pretty solid, nothing crazy. Overall, this is a really solid team. 53-man roster-wise, I love it. A lot of the players like Ian Wheeler, as you saw, has been put on IR. Ian Wheeler, once he comes back, will be a baller for this team, and he'll have an opportunity after he recovers from his ACL injury. I'm looking forward to that. And let's go on to the practice squad signings. So, yes, as I mentioned earlier, Noah Sewell, I'd prefer Mika Baskerville to be replacing him, but clearly he didn't make the roster, which kind of sucked. Anyways, I think he would have been a lot better, personally. Carl Jones Jr., linebacker, pretty solid. Benedette, I'm not fully sure about him. But Jameer Kuroma, Steven Carlson, Deshaun Mallory, Byron Cowart, Tre'Davious Moore, Jake Curran, Austin Reed. Austin Reed thankfully made the cut to be on the practice squad. I feel like he will get signed somewhere pretty quickly, whether it's the Bears if they need one, the backup quarterback, or he will probably get signed somewhere really fast, like as a backup. Yeah, he proved himself to be really good. I really liked Austin Reed. I loved his personality in the locker room. Loved how he carried himself. And, his parents must be proud of him because of how well he did and how well he's, made fans of many Bears fans, for him. Colin Johnson will one day make a roster. Like, he will definitely. A lot of teams need wide receivers, and he will be a baller on whoever team he makes. Whether it's the Bears need him or someone else, he'll be solid. Reddy Stewart, Quindle Johnson, and Ro Torrance. Pretty much signings-wise, this is pretty solid. Nothing really much to say. It's, the practice squad at the end of the day. Teams can take players from our practice squad and so forth, and we could take from theirs. And all in all, I'm really looking forward to it. We have a really solid team. We have a solid roster of great talent, young talent, and what more can you say? Because look at this wide receiver room. You have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Roma Dudze, Tyler Scott as your wide receiver 4, DeAndre Carter, Velus Jones Jr. Would I have liked Colin Johnson to be there? Absolutely. But, at the end of the day, there were reasons why. But, yeah, I think Chicago Bears are going to kill it this year with what they have done. Ryan Poles has shown time and time again that he's very methodical when it comes to the selections. While I may not agree to some of them, there is a reason behind it that comes to fruition later on. So let me know what you think down in the comments below about these 53 men on this roster. Do you love them? Do you hate it? What would you change about it? I want to hear down in the comments below. And yeah, that's about it. Please don't forget to subscribe. It really means a lot to the channel. Follow me on Twitter as well to interact with me. We'll have a grand old time. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.